Yeah. Let's go back. So basically, yeah, this is what I'm looking at. Potential setup here for APT. It's getting a bit destroyed at the moment. But yeah, I'm not really. I'm only gonna really take the position based on the high time. So I want to quickly go over Ethereum. So if you have a look at ETH right now, right, price is still facing this level. There we go, right. So you can see our price is respecting this low over here. So I'm looking for potential sellers on the break or potential buyers on the break, right? So if price closes below this level here, then I'll look for potential sells. But if price closes above this level, I'll be looking at potential buyers. So it's either one or the other for that setup. But yeah, at the moment, you can see with APT, it's kind of still disrespecting this level here. We have this the 30-minute and the 15-minute level. Yeah, this zone over here. So this is the current setup. Okay, so if we get candles, if the candle starts to close below this level here, then I'll be looking at potential sells. Yeah, and if price closes respecting, we could potentially look at a long here for continuation to upside. So I'm looking at those two things. Yeah. So we'll just see how this plays out. But essentially, this is what I'm looking at. I want to see how price reacts at this level here, and if price obviously bounces from the zone, then we can look at position. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. The thing is, at the moment, the dollar is kind of increasing, so that's why we're seeing a bit more moves outside. Bitcoin's also coming down a bit. But yeah, this is what I'm looking at for ETH. Yeah, so like if APT closes below this level here on the 50, we look at sales, which would obviously be an indication that price could come down. Yeah. Um, yeah, so we'll see how this plays out. But it looks like the whole market is coming down here. But we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. But let's see what happens here. I'm looking for sells below here. But I have to wait for the next 15, 30-minute candle. Because you can see basically this is the support, right? So if price holds this level, then we can look for potential longs. But as long as price um, stays above the zone, then we can look at. But if it closes below, then we can look at shorts, right? So yeah, that's the setup. But yeah, most of the market is coming down here, like Formatic, Chainlinks down a bit. And I'm looking at this for ETH. So basically, what I'm looking at here for ETH is quite simple. Waiting for closure below this level here and then take sells. You can see right now, like it's quite evident, right, what's happening here for ETH. So you can see basically price is doing this, trading within this range. And then once we get a break of either this level here, look for sells, or if we break above here, look for buys. Yeah. Yeah, so I hope everyone's doing well. We're gonna look at some other. We're gonna go through some other coins here because at the moment these coins aren't really giving any setups. So I'll have a look at some other setups on some other coins now, just to see if there's some other trades we can look at. So let's see. Let's see here. Let's have a look at a few other coins. Let me know if you have any coins that you want me to go over. Have a look at Dogecoin. Yeah, have a look at Dogecoin. Yeah, so we're looking at Doge. I want to see APT because we're looking at these cells here, guys. I want to see what happens. It looks like price is coming down here. Yeah, we will go over Dogecoin though. I just want to see what happens here. I'm basically looking at cells here for APT. I want to see how price closes below this level. Because you can see every time price closes below here, if you look left, right, we normally come back down. Let's see how this holds. We need to see a 15-minute candle closure below here. And then same thing with Ethereum. Looking at this as well. So we currently trading in this triangle. And yeah, we are currently trading in this triangle. I want to see how this holds. Once we get a break below this level, we can look at position. We need to see a closure below this level, right? We need to see candles close below here, which will confirm price to come down. And then Bitcoin also looks quite bearish as well. But potentially looking at a sell here for Ethereum. Looking at something like this, right? Yeah, so let's see. I'm waiting for price to close below here, and then we'll take some sells. But this could potentially be an area where you could look at buys because it is retesting the zone. So, like we had earlier, right, where every time price hit this level, we had a bounce, right? Price tapped the zone, we had a bounce. Same with here, we could potentially get a bounce from the zone. So I'll be watching this, essentially just waiting for that. Then obviously APT, it looks like it's coming down here. I want to see how APT closes. Yeah, we need to see some type of 15 or 30-minute candle closure. But essentially, because currently it's losing the support, right? So we'll have a wait for this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, while we wait for APT, let's actually go over Dogecoin. I want to see what's happening here. Maybe we can find a setup. But Dogecoin is kind of like pretty much at the lows here. So I want to have a look at the daily candle to see what happened yesterday. I haven't really charted Dogecoin in a while. But if you look at the daily candle, it did close respecting this level here. Yeah, so it closed respecting, so that's our daily support. If you have a look at the 4 hour time frame is kind of the same, where price is just respecting that zone. So we now know that that level is a level of, we need to watch. So like obviously right now Dogecoin is coming down. this whole bearishness right over here. So this not looking too good, to be honest with you. Not looking too good. So I would expect Dogecoin to come down. We'll go over it quickly. Um, keeping an eye on WorldCoin because I'm looking at the setup. We need to see how the 15-minute candle closes here on next 15. Because if it closes bearish like this, we could look at sells back down to close here. Let's just wait for this. So basically, what I'm looking at here is potential sell on the break of this low now. Because you can see how we're closing below this range, right? So let's see how this plays out. But yeah, the market is looking bearish. And then also Ethereum looking at sells as well. WorldCoin, we took these bars yesterday in the live stream. We took these bars yesterday. Hit TP1. I was looking for TP2 at around about 1.8. It didn't actually hit. Yeah, so let's see. I really want to see how this closes, yeah. So what I'll wait for here for APT is we're gonna have to wait for a top wick to first to be traded, so the price to hit this level here, then take sells. So that's what I'm waiting for here. And same with Ethereum. If Ethereum doesn't close below this level, then it's not valid. In the 5 minutes, yeah. Yeah, there could be a potential of price just bouncing from the zone. So I want to see how this 15 closes, yeah. And obviously this setup. So we looking at a few setups here. Dogecoin's kind of, I went over Dogecoin, but it's not really printing anything. More just Ethereum, yeah. Yeah, so APT, we're looking for sells once we break this low, yeah. Break, yeah. Sells on the break, this low, and then obviously Ethereum as well. So for Ethereum, we want to see same thing, right? Because we close below this level, stop loss above here, and we need to wait for price to break this low as well. Okay. So once price breaks low, then we can take sells. The problem is also the 30-minute candle is we kind of need to wait for that because it's the same support. So at any point of time, this can still flip bullish on the 30-minute. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. The same thing with Ethereum. You can see how it's coming back up here, which is good. See how price is just respecting this low, which is obviously quite crazy. This could potentially be a fake out for APT. I want to see how this holds there. Same thing with ETH. Yeah, that's crazy. So Ethereum, Yeah, so and the thing is right now, so this would be good because basically it's created this top wick now, okay? And if price flips bearish here, then it would be quite a good signal to take because what we want to see, especially for sells, is create a top wick first and then flip bearish. Same thing with APT. We need to wait for price to flip bearish here. The problem is if you take sells now, it's not valid, right? We need to wait for the candles to close below the certain levels. I'll be looking at this here. Mainly in Ethereum because Ethereum's kind of broke out of the range. So you can see our price broke out of this range here. But it's important to just be patient here. Same thing with the APC. Yeah, so E's probably going to flip bearish here. I'm going to take these sells. Same as APT here. So we're waiting for APT to break this low here. Once it breaks this low, then it's valid. Yeah. If it doesn't break this low, then it's not valid. You can see currently this is the support and it needs to break that level in order for price to carry on to the downside. Currently holding it. So as long as price stays above here, then it's fine. So what I'll be looking at also now, we're obviously looking for these sells, right? And if somehow price starts closing back above this level here, then we can look at buys because this would just be a fake out back up to this level. Okay, you can see currently prices in this downward sloping level, right? So yeah, there's two options here for APT. Yeah, so on the 5 minute, it is kind of creating this downward sloping distance line here. Yeah, get that around. I want to see how this holds. Price starts doing this, right? If price somehow holds this level here and starts closing back up here, then it's valid for buys. But to be honest, it's looking quite bearish. So even for here, we're still waiting for this to happen. We're waiting for the next 15 minutes candle to flip bearish. Yeah. And APT. So we're looking at two setups here, guys. Because also Bitcoin is flipping bearish on the 50. And it closed below the range. So let's see plus. But it's at a critical stage right now. So important just to wait for the break here. You have to wait for the price to break this low, otherwise it's just not valid. Yeah. And then same with ETH. We have to wait for the break. Yeah, WorldCoin, that was a good setup yesterday, but basically I'll just back a break even now. So like if we have while we wait for those setups, I can see them on the right here, I can see the prices at, so we won't miss them. But if you look at WorldCoin, it's currently closing back below this range here. Like, but this could potentially be a retest back up to the high. So we have a look. We'll keep an eye on WorldCoin. Let's go back to APT here. You keep an eye on the 15 minute. This is the important. obviously Ethereum. Yeah. You can see it doesn't really want to break level as of yet, but we have to just wait. Patience here, guys. 5 minute candle here. Yeah, we need to wait for the 15. It's all about the 15 closure, yeah. And obviously, I want to see how this holds here, because this could potentially just be a fake out for ETH, which would be our price close. So that's why we don't take sells, right? So it's important to wait for price to obviously close below the previous bottom wick, because if we took sells right now, we would have been really in a bad situation. Okay, so the reason why you wait for price to close below the previous wick, it would most likely continue to the downside. It gives you a better probability. Want to just see for APT, we're just waiting. So it's either, potential sells on the break of this low here, or potential buys once we break above this level. So yeah, you can see right now, like it's holding the zone, right? So we need to break this level in order to take sells. But if we don't break this level, like right now, we're holding it. Oh, sorry. My screen froze there for a second. Yeah, like I said, as long as price holds its level, it's still gonna move to the upside. But if price starts closing below it, then we look for sells. Do apologize for the. Sometimes my OBS just freezes. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. Yeah, you can see Ethereum's kind of pumping. That's crazy. So that's exactly the perfect reason why we didn't take those sells. Okay. So now what I'm looking at now is a potential buying opportunity for APT, because if Ethereum's pumping like this, so let's listen to this, right? So if Ethereum's kind of had this fake out, okay, so if this next, yeah, there's five closed bullish, which so this was definitely a fake out for ETH, okay? So we should see upside most of these cryptos, especially the altcoins. Yeah, I think taking Baja for APT is good. I'm gonna take some Baja for. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna take Baja for APT just because the market's looking like it's gonna flip bullish here, and it's obviously holding this low. Okay, so bars below here, stop loss literally very, very close. Yeah, we're taking Baja for APT. I was looking at sells, but because Ethereum had a fake out in the 5 minutes, it's not really valid. So that's what we're looking for bars, yeah. Okay, so bars are valid here. Yeah. Anyone join this trade with me? The bars are valid here. any of you guys in this trade, I think it should be a good setup. I think basically what I'm expecting here, this is just a fake out, right? And 30-minute candle still hasn't closed. So I want to see here. It was based on pretty much the 5 minutes and potentially also it was also based like Ethereum here. As long as ETH holds this level, I mean the 15 is closing bullish, yeah, for Ethereum. Have a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, like my market perspective on Bitcoin like today is a bit different. So like basically, yeah. So this was the low, like this level here. Okay, so let me do a little bit of a Bitcoin update. Basically, this is what I'm looking at on the higher time frame. So like if we have a look in the daily time frame quickly. Yeah, so on the daily time frame, so we had this bullish closure yesterday, right? Currently right now just respecting this low. Currently respecting this low over here. So as long as price stays literally above 26,250 within today, we can expect upside. But if price starts just closing below this level here, the next real level is this zone here at like 25K. So let's see, APT is coming down. The 15, I'm basically taking the setup based on how potentially it could be a fake out. It could potentially be a fake out. But yeah, let's see. So it looks like the 15 did close bearish and it closed respecting, which is not good. Yeah, the thing is, I don't really like the look of this now because the 30-minute close below. I was expecting, to be very honest with you, I was expecting price to close back above this level. That's obviously one of the reasons. Yeah, so what we'll do is how we're going to manage this setup. And we have a very, very tight stop loss. But essentially, we need to start seeing 5-minute candle closing above like 5.4732. That would be good. That would be a very, very good sign that it's back up. Because Ethereum, if you look at ETH, right? Let's have a look at how the 15 closed. Yeah, yeah, the 15 closed is quite bullish. The 30-minute candle closed respecting the low, which. But yeah, if somehow for APT this flips bearish, then it's not a good setup. But still gonna stay in this trade, just based on how potentially could be a fake out. Yeah. WorldCoin obviously respecting that low, so that's interesting. Have a look at WorldCoin. It's respecting this level here, which is. Let's see how so that was a 30-minute closure, right? 30-minute close respecting this. How did we close in the hour here? We have 2 hours here. I mean, this is just a retest. So basically, if you could take longs here, right? So this is my logic when I'm thinking about this trade. Um, this potentially is a retest, and we should be carrying on to the upside here. Because how basically what happened here in the past, price closed above this level, we came back up these highs, right? It looks like APT is flipping bearish here, guys, which is very interesting. I just want to see how this is looking because the whole market is kind of flipping bullish here. So I would expect APT just to carry on to the upside. Yeah, so I'm looking at potential longs. We're still in this APT long, right? And then I'm looking at a potential long here for WorldCoin because you can see how price is still holding this low, right? What I'd potentially look at here for WorldCoin, potential long, looking at this, right? Where your stop loss would just be below this wick here, around about a 6%. See how this will play out. I'm looking at this right now. Let's just see. I'm not in it yet. I'm just going to quickly analyze this a bit more. I'll let you know when I go in. But it looks good. I mean, retest this low. Yeah, I'm going to take this trade. I'm going to use a 10x. Okay, so we did take this trade here for WorldCoin. Yeah, looks very good. Basically, looking just to target like potentially these highs here. Obviously, we have this level here, which would be like TP1. Yeah. So this is the setup that I'm also. So this is the potential, the trade that I'm in as well. So it's APT and WorldCoin. So essentially, you want to have your stop loss below this wick here, just for a bit of price movement here, because essentially this is your low, yeah, and we've respected this low. As long as price respects that low, we should see price move to upside, okay? So yeah, just keep your stop loss quite tight here for altcoin, but essentially looking to target like 1.75 and even 1.81 because that was our initial target yesterday. Yeah, you see ETH is looking good. So if Ethereum breaks out here, then we're going to look for buyers as well, okay? So be aware of that. Ethereum breaks out here, we're going to be looking for buyers. So we're looking for sellers, but we just didn't really get it. But potentially looking at buyers here for ETH. Yeah. Yeah. So we're in APT longs at the moment. APT longs and then WorldCoin longs. Basically just looking to target this high here for APT. And it looks like Ethereum is kind of pumping. Okay, it looks like we might get a breakout trade here for ETH. It's looking good. Kind of weird though. Ethereum is just pumping on its own. APT is not really doing anything. Where's WorldCoin either? Ethereum is Bitcoin pumping. Yeah, a little bit. So ETH's pumping, yeah, guys. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna take. Need to wait for the candle to close here, but basically just looking to. You guys did just join now. We did take WorldCoin longs. It's currently at market price, and then we in APT longs as well. So if you guys did just join, be sure to maybe try to get an entry for those two. The market does look like it's flipping bullish here. I want to see how this 5-minute candle closes here for Ethereum. This potentially could be a fake out though. So just hold up. Are we looking at a potential long here for ETH? Yeah, it feels like it's just Ethereum that's moving. It's quite crazy. It looks like the dollar index is coming back down here, which is why we are seeing a bit more movements in the crypto. Yeah, WorldCoin looks like it should pump up to there. Essentially, you should have your stop loss below this, just to give. Yeah, so it looks like Ethereum is just respecting this level. So like I said, we need to wait for a breakout, right? So once price breaks above this level, then we take the setup. If it doesn't break above, then it's not valid. Yeah. But yeah, this is the trade I'm looking at. We're waiting for a break. Then WorldCoin we took long. APC is kind of doing its own thing. We did take this long. Um, I'm expecting this to just be a fake out for APC. It will be important to see how this 1 hour closes though. But yeah, WorldCoin longs definitely took that. So WorldCoin, you're looking just to target the highs here. The TP1 at 1.75 and TP2 at 1.811. That would be the ideal setup. Yeah. And then looking at this for ETH. So if we have a look at the, because this is based on the 5 minute as well, highs. So it's kind of retesting. So we need to see Ethereum close above this level, right? Once Ethereum closes above this level, then it's valid. But if it doesn't close above, then it's not valid. Yeah. So it's important to wait for the closure. To confirm this closure, would probably have to close above this level here. That would be the setup. Because that is your resistance, right? Over here and then throughout this whole level. AXX not looking good. I was looking like if you look at AXX in the higher time frame, like the 4 hour chart. Yeah, I was waiting for a price to close below this level here. Nothing too crazy there. Dogecoin, what's happening? Let me look at crypto bubbles to see if there's a potential coin we can look at. Let's have a look at XRP. It's kind of let's have a look at XRP. We need the perpetual contracts. Let's Yeah, so quite evident here for XRP that we have this downward sloping trend line. Very evident actually happening here. Currently at resist. Yeah, so this is crazy actually, guys. XRP could be a long because currently at support here. Have a look at the 1 hour. Looking at a potential long here for XRP. Wait, let's see here. So I want to see how this level is holding up. Yeah, because I think if it, yeah, it looks like Ethereum is pumping here. Yeah, look at this. It looks like we got a breakout here for ETH. Looks like we got a breakout here for ETH. So yeah, it might be a bit too late to enter this. But APT is good as well. If you took this APC setup and WorldCoin, we still in these longs here. So it looks like Ethereum and Bitcoin are breaking out. So I'm looking at a potential long here for up here. Looking at a potential long here for XRP. But basically with ETH, yeah, it was important because the thing is that we even get a 5, yeah, we didn't even get a 5 closure above here. Did not even get a 5 closure. So yeah, I think we might have just missed this. I think we just missed that. But yeah, XRP, looking at potential long here, we do have to wait for the 1 hour closure. And APT, look at this. This is beautiful, guys. So can you see what's happening here for APT? Right? So the reason why we took this long was just based on it could potentially be a fake out, right? Could potentially be a fake out. And if this 1 hour candle closes like this, right? If it closes like this, we now know that, okay, price is most likely going to respect this level, right? Respect this level, and we should see movements to the upside, okay? So, yeah, it's looking good, to be honest with you. Looking very good, yeah. At the 30-minute candle, yeah, we'll need to see like a nice 30-minute candle closure above, because also on the 5-minute round, we have this downward sloping support line, a resistance line, right? So how prices react to at the zone. So once we start seeing price close above this level here, we should see a movement upside. Yeah. So important to be patient here. And WorldCoin, we are still in these longs here. 30-minute candle did close. I mean, the 15 did close bullish here. Good. Okay, so look at this for ETH, right? So the 15-minute candle closed bullish. Now, what are we gonna do? It's important to wait now because we have to wait for a retest at least, right? We need to wait for a retest. Once we get a retest, then it's important. Then we could look at a potential long. Yeah. So it's either, we can't really jump in now because this could potentially be a fake out, right? So we need to wait for price to come back down, hit the zone, and then look for a potential long because it looks good, right? We had a breakout, like there's quite a bit of volume. Yeah, it looks good. So I'd rather wait for price to come back down. Retest. But the thing is, we're in 2 trades already, right? We're already in this beautiful setup here for ABT and WorldCoin. We don't need to force any other trades here. Yeah. We are in 2 trades. I mean, the market's flipping bullish here, guys. Market is flipping bullish here. WorldCoin's starting to rip a bit here. This would be, I think, this setup's gonna be quite crazy. Yeah, so I think if Ethereum flips bullish here, yeah, it flips bullish. So if you want to take these longs here, a stop loss below the wick, yeah. Yeah, I missed that, but yeah, so like look at this. This would be the beautiful setup. Are you guys in this APT long? Like look at this. This is beautiful. We're already up quite a lot of quite a bit here on APT. So this was a good example of just a fake out. Um Yeah, so I didn't take the setup for ETH, but I think that it is valid. Yeah, we broke the highs. We should see continuation here. But essentially, we just in WorldCoin and APT longs. Yeah, so we're in WorldCoin longs and APT. As you can see with APT, I mean, it's closing back above the range. Like, this is a perfect example of hard support, right? And sold resistance. So it has quite a big room to yeah, quite a big room, yes. So we got a very, very nice entry. So what I'll do now is I'm gonna wait for this breakout here. So we were speaking about this earlier, right? So how price was respecting the zone, right? We needed to see this break. Once we break above here, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hold until TP, right? But what would be a very good idea is just to move your stop loss to break even. Yeah, just move your stop loss to break even here. I think even now, if you guys haven't entered this trade, you can enter now. This looks very clean. This looks very, very clean. Same with ETH. Like, yeah, I think ETH's gonna pump here, guys. It broke out of the range that we're looking at. Where's the next key level? So it looks like a lot more people have just joined. So if you guys did just join, we are in WorldCoin longs, so WOD longs, looking just to target 1.75 and potentially 1.81. And then APC, we're really taking longs at around about this price here. So like I said, for APT, this was probably just a fake out. And if you haven't entered this long, I would suggest probably entering now because it looks like price is most probably just going to carry on to the upside here. But it has a lot of room here to move to the upside. There's for APT especially, the momentum is quite bullish. The momentum is very bullish at the moment. So this was just a fake out to trap all the longs, right? So yeah, this looks good. It just broke out of the range here as well. We did take. I'll actually put just setups like this. APT. Okay, so we're in these two positions right now, side by side. Um, Keep it like that, just so we know. Yeah. So our entry for APT was very, very good. It was based on just being a fake out, and then WorldCoin. If we have a look at WorldCoin, let me just jump on the 15 here. So the whole thing with WorldCoin is this was the 4 hour low, right? So if you have a look at the 4 hour time frame, this was this level here because I want to quickly show you why I did take this trade. So if you have a look to the left hand side here, WorldCoin, this is the support, right, at 1.6884, which is where we were looking at that long, and WorldCoin tapped into that zone, and then on the 1 hour and the 15 kind of respected that zone. So like if this closes like this on the 1 hour time frame here for WorldCoin, I mean it just looks very, very. I'm just gonna. I don't know why it changed, but yeah, these are the two setups, guys. These are the two setups for today. So we caught WorldCoin longs, APT longs. I try to keep them on the chart here. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Let me know if you guys did take these setups. I think they, especially the APT one, that this is very, very clean setup. I would want to see, like, for example, right, this APT long. Okay, so if you look at this on the 1 hour time frame, if this candle starts to flip bullish here, so you can see we basically predicted it was just like a liquidity sweep, right? And my intention was just to take the long based on price, obviously taking out the lows, yeah, because we obviously had support here at this 5.4732 zone, but because price was holding this level, right, it obviously, oh wait, sorry, my screen did freeze. Yeah, so like I was saying, see that this is the main reason why we took this trade, yeah. Same with WorldCoin. It was pretty much it's very, very similar. WorldCoin is currently back at price. So these are the two trades. I'm just gonna leave them up for the while being. And keep it up. Yeah, these are the two trades. Yeah, it's quite interesting that this 15-minute candle here for APT needed to close bullish here. Yeah, but looking at this now, have a look at Matic, XRP. Yeah, so XRP we're looking for longs as well. See that there's a lot more buying pressure. You can see with XRP as well. Massive volume spike here. Yeah, because like the thing is with XRP, if it breaks like this high over here, it could pump. But we'll wait and see for that. We'll need to see how the next 50 goes. Yeah, these are the setups. Yeah, so like looking at APC, if you look on the right here, if price closes like this, be very, very clean to continuation because that will also confirm the 30-minute candle close bullish. Yeah, and the 1 hour candle is closing respecting this low, right? Which is a very, very good indication of this was just liquidity sweep. And then also for WorldCoin, yeah, yeah, I mean, this is still the setup we're going to be taking. So like the 30-minute candle here as well. So let's see how these plays out. But basically just long on WorldCoin and APT. I'm long on both. Um, yeah. So let's wait and see. I want to see how this the 1 hour candle closes. Yeah. I do want to see how this 1 hour candle closes. The thing is, WorldCoin should respect this low because every time price taps into this low, we do get a bounce, right? If you look left here, Karen looking left, sorry. Yeah. Every time we tap into this level, we do get a bounce, right? So I'm expecting price to continue to upside for WorldCoin. And obviously ABT, we got a very, very good entry. Like the entry was very, very good because it was based on that this was a fake house. Yeah, so price still looks good, yeah. Let's wait and see how this plays out. That's the 1 hour close, guys. So that is the 1 hour close. So what does that mean? It means that especially with APT close respecting this low, right? Which is very, very good. The APT close respecting this level, which is obviously a good indication that price most probably going to carry on to the upside. 30-minute candle close respecting as well, which is obviously good as well. So yeah, it looks good. So yeah, those are the setups. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna leave the setups on the screen. Yeah. I'm gonna leave the setups on the screen. But essentially, um, I'm gonna leave it on and then I'm gonna go have lunch and come back. But remember, just put your stop loss where it is on the chart. So we have stop loss here at 5.4352 for um, APT, and then stop loss for WorldCoin over there at 1.6. Yeah, I'm gonna go have lunch. I'm gonna keep it on the screen so you guys do have it, and I'll put some music in the background. But yeah, we'll keep the stream going, and these are the setups. Yeah. Let me now entry Um, for what? Yeah, so I think WorldCoin would probably enter now. Um, but yeah, APT, these are the setups. Basically, what I was looking at here for APT is just put the music down a bit. And I'll explain it quickly before I leave. So for APT, we closed back above this level here, so I'm expecting price to just upside. So this was a fake out in my eyes, right? How price closed below here, looking at to continue to around about 5.6, back up to those highs, and then APT very similar. It was based on the 1 hour candle, how the 1 hour candle respected this low. I'm expecting price to just continue upside. So if you want to enter, you can. I'm not telling you to enter trades, but these are the trades that I am taking. Yeah, it looks like APT is coming down a bit, yeah. That's very interesting. Going straight back to int. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm back now. Basically, I'm still he's long here for APT. Back at the entry price right now. That's quite interesting because I was expecting price to just carry on to the upside, yeah. Same with Goldcoin. Goldcoin's kind of coming down here. It looks like it was just a fake out. Looks like it was just a fake out for Bitcoin, right? So like if you look at Bitcoin, yeah, massive fake out. This is why apparently price is still struggling to hold. But the thing is with WorldCoin, as long as WorldCoin holds this level here, this blue line should be fine. Yeah, look at this massive fake out here for ETH. Crazy. Massive, right? So looking at ETH, we had that 1 hour closure above that zone, and we're looking for bars. They kind of just corrected that whole move. We've kind of just corrected that whole move there. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, for WorldCoin, I mean for APC, I think probably just gonna cut this loss because looks like price is most likely just gonna carry on to the downside because of what's happening with Bitcoin. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually cut this loss here for APT. Or if you just want to hold it, I would suggest just leaving it in because it's still at the entry price. But the problem is that Bitcoin and ETH are coming down, and especially ETH, we need to follow the market. Yeah. So stop loss is very, very small, yeah. It looks like Bitcoin is coming down, yeah.